Alright, TK, I made you a beer pinata. Get cracked.
Ah!
Come on, get in there. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got a winner. Oh,
Did I do it?
you did it.
Are we
You
done?
got him out.
He's
Huh.
still there.
We got a problem here.
Oh.
It's there we go. It's running all down your face. Got some on your shirt.
Drew, what the fuck are you doing?
Cutting up a lime. I'm okay with fruit in the beer. How about you? Do you like limes in your beer?
See!
Bueno.
Hola, Cole. Welcome to Ala Happy Hour with Day Crushable.
Why are you speaking Spanish?
Because it's Cinco de Mayo, motherfucker.
So? It's an American holiday.
But it's inspired by Mexican tradition, so...
No.
Avenge la vida! That's fuck you in Spanish.
It was, Cinco de Mayo was originally celebrated first in California and is generally an American holiday, and people in Mexico don't celebrate it. But it is the second most beer drinking holiday we have in the United States.
Let me guess.
Behind?
St. Patrick's Day.
No, the Super Bowl.
That's not really a holiday, though.
This is a beer drinking day.
That's not a holiday. No one gets off on that day except for the winning team.
Nobody gets off on St. Patrick's Day or Cinco de Mayo.
False. The people who are drinking. My name's DK, and this is Drew. I have no idea what the fuck we're doing, and this has been like episode 12 or whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, I'm Drew. I'm not a beer expert, but I am wearing a shirt from a brewery that's already out of business. So
wait, Rich Creation's out of business?
Yeah, it's actually been replaced by another brewery already. They're got a German theme going on. I'm looking forward to going up to Hanover, Pennsylvania. Trying it out.
I remember we all went there that one year.
Cinco de Mayo coming up. I figured we would test the big boys in the market and maybe some of the smaller ones. Mexico is one of the largest exporters of beer in the world. The Mexican beer market is dominated by two conglomerates. You have the Modelo group, which is owned by InBev, and then you have the Cuauhtémoc, Moctezuma, like Montezuma, but apparently you say it Moctezuma.
Moctezuma. Somebody didn't go to Spanish class when they were learning how to...
It's actually Aztec. I figure we taste them without lime, and then I'll jam a lime down into the neck, and then we'll retaste them with the lime.
So, Drew, what's the philosophy of putting lime in your beer?
I'm not going to tell another man how to drink his beer. If you want to put a lime in your beer, don't affect me none. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with our usual Thursday soul. So, every Thursday, this is how me and Drew met, just a little background. We met at a card game shop, and I think at that point it was Tuesday night, we would go to a Mexican restaurant called
Mi Pueblo.
And Mi Pueblo is the best restaurant there is in the Baltimore area. This was good.
So Sol is relatively new to the American market. It has a long tradition of being produced in Mexico. It's a light, crisp, slightly sweet, Mexican lager. What else is there to say?
That's nice.
Yes, light, crisp.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to lime the beer now.
And now we're going to try shoving things down bottles.
So I've seen people do that, and then they flip it up to kind of get it to mix. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So we'll try it limed up.
Ooh, yeah, I can definitely taste it now.
I mean, I smell it more than I taste it.
I definitely smell it more.
Bright citrusy thing. I actually don't taste the lime much, but a lot of your sense of taste comes through your smell. So. So better with the lime or without?
I think it's better with the lime.
I honestly do too. So.
All right. You pick this time.
So sticking with the new to the market relative is Estrella Jalisco.
Like Estrella.
Estrella Jalisco. Also, an old brand that's been bought up by a bigger group.
Game, same light, but I feel it's a little bit heavy. There's a little more emphasis on flavor, or a little bit more on the... What type of beer is this?
All the Mexican lager.
Oh.
It's a light lager.
Oh, it's another lager. I feel
everything up here, I think, is a lager. And this one has a little bit more of that skunkiness, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was
but
trying to
it's
say.
just a hint of it, and you almost come to expect it with the Mexican style of beer, so you kind of want a little bit of it. It's not over the top like certain beers. So let's see if Jalisco improves with a little bit of lime.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that one definitely has a. It's the same.
It brightens it up.
Right.
Yeah, it gives it another layer. Just makes it. I don't know. It seems better. It might just not be all in your mind, but the one that's probably the most famous for putting a lime in it,
and also the most common that you'll find at like a store.
I can already smell it. That signature Corona skunk, you know.
Oh yeah.
And there's many theories about the lime in the beer, but nobody really knows when the first lime went in the beer. But
yeah,
it's obviously in America. It's probably not to keep the flies out of the beer. It's probably not to sterilize the top of the beer.
What the fuck?
It could have been to wipe rust off the top. It could have been to cover up the punkiness of the Corona because it is in a clear bottle. And while they do use hops that are not as sensitive to sunlight, although these bottles are probably UV treated, but years and years, like we're talking 30 years ago, it may not has been as effective. So the Corona may add that skunky flavor to it and the lime. Or it could have just been trendy and a bunch of bartenders started serving them with limes and then everybody wanted to be cool. So.
Yep, could be. We'll default it to that. Let us know in the comments if you know where it originated from. Crew, shove it in there.
Get in there. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Whoops. As you can tell, I try to reach for the bottle with my mouth open.
I mean, we kind of already tasted it with the lime. It's better with the lime. it's actually kind of shitty without a lime. All right, moving on to Dos Equis. All right, Dos Equis.
Dos Equis.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like get that staleness at the end. Do you?
You got staleness? I actually think this is one of the few beers we've had so far that might not benefit from the lime. Like it has enough. I don't know. It's not as punky on the end. But to continue with what we've been doing.
Cheers!
I don't know. I think the Dos Equis actually stands alone without the lime.
Yeah.
Like it already had a decent flavor profile before you put a lime in it. It's not the most interesting beer in the world, but
it's something that you can grab cheaply.
All right.
Because I think all the Mexican beer are cheap. I don't think there's any expensive beer that I can think of off my head. Maybe except this one. Maybe this one.
No, it's not expensive. Yeah, these are all cheap singles.
Mm-hmm. Just want to get more flavor out of it.
Really? What kind?
It's just bolder. It's a bolder taste of the lager.
Really?
I just think I feel like compared to all these, if I was in a blind taste test, I would be immediately able to detect this from these four.
Man, blind test tests, they mess with your brain.
But then again, we did one, but it hasn't been announced yet, so you won't know until it comes out.
Yeah, they will, because this will come out after. So you have already seen the results of the Baltimore versus Pittsburgh blind taste test, where I was utterly floored by
one beer.
Many beers.
One specifically. Mm-hmm. I think also this one got better with the lime.
I concur, but I'm just getting like lime.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I really am.
Yeah.
Like, you give me a beer with a lime in it, I'm going to get drunk and I like lime. So, I'm happy. All right. So, Monopolio. This is a weird one. So, this was a brand that was definitely formed in Mexico. Sure. Definitely formed in Mexico. That's the name of the company. Mm-hmm. This is like Cervecería de San Luis. I'm thinking that somebody bought the rights to a defunct brand, and they are now brewing it both in Mexico and in Rhode Island.
How?
It was very weird. I could not find a lot of information about this beer.
Well, cheers to that. Ooh, this one has a taste to it.
Yeah, this one. I hate to describe it as skunk, but it's a hoppy flavor that is very muted, but it's pronounced.
Right.
Um,
Exactly what I was going to say. Just pretend that I said it.
I will say this has probably the most character.
I say this one is This one definitely is more hoppy than their counterparts.
Almost with a little bit of bitterness.
Yeah.
Just a tiny hint of the bitterness at the end.
Yeah.
All right, let's fruit this fucker.
What? Just squeeze it into the can.
So,
Jim,
I got a buddy, and he's
Jim.
like,
Jim, take the top off.
He always asks for Pabst Blue Ribbon or PBR with a lime in it, and he calls it a Stay Classy. And I guess it's a thing now in Florida where they put limes in PBRs.
Why the fuck?
The tall boys, like the 16 ounces.
What the fuck? Why? I don't. You know what?
Because lime in beer tastes good. I'm sorry. It's a good flavor.
I don't feel any different.
I definitely get the lime.
You know, I smell the wine more than I taste it. I definitely smell more of the lime this time. Well, I definitely smell it more.
The bitterness of the lime adds to the base beer and makes it almost a little bit too bitter, I think.
So you say it might be too hoppy?
I'm just saying that the bitterness of the lime messes it up. All right, TK, what beer do you think you should buy for your Cinco de Mayo party? Put them in order, rack and stack. So this is your number one.
Yeah, like I would buy
Modelo
this
first. Okay.
I'll buy this, and then like if they don't have it, then I go for the.
You really go Corona. You didn't get that like off-putting skunkiness flavor in it? No. Okay.
No, and then the rest of these are kind of like in the same tier. You know.
Okay.
This being actually.
Oh wow. Oh.
Yeah. Actually, it's much more better that way.
Ooh, we jumped.
Yeah, I was like these two are kind of like I'm not really into lagers to begin with, but if I were to have to go with lagers, I would go with like the one that has a little bit more of that flavor, you know, outside of the malt, you know, outside of the bitter. So that's my stack.
Okay.
Your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Drew, you gotta explain yourself on this one. I mean,
All right,
besides
so
this one,
the skunkiness of the Corona just, I mean, it's almost undrinkable without sticking a lime in it. To me, it's too much. These two are very similar to this, but they're more muted and they're just easy to drink. You can drink them without the lime, and you can drink them with the lime. It's great. They're easy. They're cheap. They're affordable. I would drink these over this any day. This in the middle is where they're more unique. They had some flavor profile, but you know, if I'm gonna pound beers on a beach, I'm sticking with these two. And this just it didn't have much to it. Drink these beers on Cinco de Mayo, and
hey, please find your Spanish friend because they probably have some that they're going to bring.
All right, you know, comment, like. Fuck, I'm missing the table. Subscribe. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Follow us on the Instagram. At some point, we'll give out our untapped information, and you can follow us on there. So, oh yeah. And as always,
please drink responsibly.
Drink beer.
I'm just supposed to be saying something.
Nah.
I never tell them.